Yes, sir. Thank you.
Looking at what's happening in Israel right now, the atrocities being committed. From where I stand, looking at the news, Hamas equals rape, Hamas equals murder of children, Hamas equals murder of elderly. And keeping in mind that all countries respect human rights and human values, if you were president right now, what would you say to the people of the region? What would you do?
Well, thank you for the question. As I started off with three very important scriptures that I think underscores my philosophy. One was Psalms 122:6, praying for peace at Jerusalem. I would say to my Jewish brothers and sisters in Israel, we stand with you. There is no daylight. We will be there with you shoulder to shoulder, back to back. We will provide the kind of resources and weaponry and intelligence sharing, which is a big issue right now. One of the things that you hear, as I said, I think I'm the only senator in recent days since the attack to sit down with Ambassador Herzog at the embassy in D.C. on Monday or Tuesday, I believe it was, and have a conversation with him about what they need. What they need is for us to be in a position to help replenish what's being used right now. He said without any question, they have the resolve, as I said earlier. They have the weaponry and the sophistication, which is so important, and the manpower. They called up 360,000 reservists. So they have what they need to eliminate Hamas from the face of the earth. Second thing that is really important in this question is to recognize that what Prime Minister Netanyahu has done is a type of humanity in response to inhumane treatment that one might miss in all the stories. He sent the clear signal, if you were in the Gaza Strip, get out, because we're coming in. So how you have that kind of discipline, that's leadership on display around the globe for the globe to watch. His reaction was to pause and say, get out of harm's way. And the Hamas's reaction was exactly what you just described. How does someone, and I hate to say it so clearly, how does someone decapitate babies and burn babies? How do you go into a place and rape the women and take captive children and seniors? Because there's a bigger market now for hostage taking. Their response, sir, was to tell the people, the Palestinians, they obviously don't care at all about the Palestinians. Their response, sir, was to tell them to stay home. Do not leave. Why? Because they want to use them as human shields. They locate near schools and homes. And so as President of the United States, I would encourage the Prime Minister to do whatever it takes to eliminate Hamas from the face of the planet, and thank him for having the kind of discipline and resolve that we're seeing there. And the second thing I would do is we've lost over 24 Americans. And we have Americans in harm's way. I said on Saturday, send the 6th Fleet in. And then we saw the Gerald Ford repositioned as well. I would make sure that if you take an American, it costs you your life. Because the only way to send the kind of signal to dictators and bullies is to be clear as a bell on your reaction. If you listen to the best hostage negotiators I've listened to, and I have fortunately friends who have been participants in rescuing hostages in the last few years. They say that you have to have consequences, but you also have action. If you just say what the consequences are and you never follow through, you actually jeopardize and imperil more people. So unfortunately, this is a time of action, and this is a time of aggressive action. So the third thing I would do is I would be prepared, if necessary, to have our special operation forces engaged in rescuing our hostages if that's what it takes. And then finally, I would make sure that systems like the Iron Dome and the other missile defense systems that they have are fully prepared, capable, and that they have every single thing they need. And once again, the good news is they have what they need. They have the ability to have overwhelming force in the region. Final thing, sir, I'm sorry for the long answer, but this is such an important question, and it's not one that you should just play with. I would say to Hezbollah on the northern border and the PA and the West Bank, move an inch at your own peril. Because we have to be clear.